Bienvenue dans votre vidéo inspiration spéciale marketing de réseau et vente directe. Ici Christophe Thamri, propulseur de leader. Aujourd'hui, vous allez découvrir Tom Carpenter.
This is such a big piece because really what we're saying then is that ultimately the truth of who we are is not wounded by any experience, but our self-image, the person we perceive ourselves to be, the person we hope to be in the future, the expectations that are wrapped up with this self-image, that's what gets hurt.
Exactly. The reality of you outside the story remains untouched.
So when you offend me, when somebody transgresses me in whatever way that is, when I say me, I'm really saying my image of myself.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. And learning to have a better understanding of what that image is the beginning of the use of forgiveness. In other words, when I finally can begin to recognize that I have never judged you to begin with. I have only judged myself and projected that upon you. That's the basis of my perception. So when I am forgiving, I am not forgiving you. I am learning to reconcile this belief I have that there's something wrong with me. And when I feel the effects of that, Robert, when I feel what can come to me when I remove, even in the slightest way, when I remove this sense that you and I are separate, there is an awareness, a recognition of a harmony, of a love that somehow I recognize is what I have always searched for.
Okay, so a guilty self-image, i.e. a self-image or an image of myself which sees me to be less than complete, to have something wrong with me, to be unworthy in some way, must create a world of transgressions and transgressors.
Yes?
So what you're saying is that ultimately, for as long as I in some way can't see my own wholeness, and that wholeness is substituted with a self-image, this self-image can't help but run into the world, so to speak, and get annoyed, get offended, be transgressed, find wounds, and thank you, and be sick. So fundamentally, this isn't happening to me. This isn't happening to my self-image.
No. It is happening because of your self-image.
That's a bit big, isn't it?
It kind of stops you there for a moment, doesn't it?
It does.
Whoa.
It does.
And then, of course, the first reaction, once we begin to learn that most difficult proposition, the ego's first reaction is to say, well, then look what I have done to myself. What a terrible being I am. And the judgment, the guilt kicks in all over again. So it is absolutely fundamental and necessary that while you are learning that you are creating your own experience, you must be learning that it is irrelevant.